It was November 2007, less than 2 weeks after Dennis Quaid's twins were born, when the actor says the nurse caring for them nearly killed them. The babies, Thomas Boone and Zoe Grace, had been readmitted to Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles for a staph infection. But the nurse unknowingly gave the twins 1,000 times the recommended dose of the drug heparin, a blood thinner. Quaid and his wife were in the room, but didn't know anything was wrong until the next day, when they found their newborn twins bleeding profusely.
Their now water-thin blood had the real possibility of hemorrhaging through a vein or artery, causing massive brain damage or failure to one of their vital organs.
Quaid says the twins were supposed to receive 10 units of heparin, but instead got the adult dosage of 10,000 units, a massive overdose that turned their blood thin as water. How could this happen? Quaid says both the pediatric dose and the adult dose of heparin have similar labels. For the next 41 hours, doctors scrambled to save his children.
At one point, as the doctors tried to clamp a bleeding wound in the remnant of T. Boone's umbilical cord, blood spurted 6 feet across the room and splattered on the wall.
It was the most frightening night of his life. They'd worked so hard to have children. First, trouble conceiving, then miscarriages, and now this.
And our babies could have died that night.
3 other babies did die in Indianapolis a year before. Just like the Quaids, the 6 infants in that case were given adult doses of heparin. Half of them died.
They recall automobiles, they recall toasters, they even recall dog food. But Baxter failed to recall a medication that, due to its labeling, had already killed 3 infants.
Baxter International, one heparin manufacturer, told CNN it had redesigned the drug's vial before the Quaid scare to help doctors identify the right dosage. But Baxter did not recall the older vials, so they were still being used at Cedars-Sinai, where Quaid's children were treated. Quaid sued Baxter for negligence, but the case was dismissed. Quaid and his wife reportedly settled with Cedars-Sinai Hospital for $750,000. But they say this isn't about the money. This is about protecting patients and doing something about the nearly 200,000 Americans who reportedly die each year due to medical errors. Randy Kay, CNN, New York.